Hello, welcome to the channel and welcome back to Resurwreck Autos HQ. So today guys, we are working on a Ford Focus Titanium X. This is a customer's car. We've actually done some work on this car before. We've done the headlight and it was like sort of drooping down. So we had that repaired and got that sorted out for him because we have got to get this through an MOT as well for him. But he said, whilst I've got it, do a service, do the timing belt and water pump, get that side of it sorted and done. It is a 2010 or 2011, I think, with 90 odd thousand miles, and it's on its original timing belt. So it's a good idea to get it done because of the age, not because of the mileage, but because of the age. And yeah, that's what he's decided to do. Whilst I've got it, just get it all done and he ain't got to worry about it again. So that is what we're going to start with today. So let's just get cracking. I'll set you up. Let's get into it. Let's do this. Right, okay guys, let me just explain what is going on, because I've kind of hit a little bit of a brick wall when it comes to this one, because I can't find my locking pin to lock the flywheel, which is absolute. I've looked everywhere. I've been searching and searching for a couple of hours now. Basically, there's a bar pin that goes there in this set with all my pins and locking. This is for the start, where the starter motor goes. I can't find this bar anywhere. I've looked everywhere. I don't know what's going on. I don't know where it is. So from underneath where the starter motor is, there's like a little slot hole goes into the flywheel. To lock the bottom end of the engine. Top end is okay, because you lock it here with that hole there. As it goes round to about there, you put a pin in there, so that locks the top end. But it's that bottom end I need to lock. So yeah, bit of an issue. So the only way to do it now, really, is to remove the starter motor completely out of the way. So I've got better access in there. The only trouble with that is that there's no room whatsoever to get that starter motor out of the way. I've undone it, 3 bolts. They're 3 30mm bolts that go on the end. I've undone them, but actually getting it out of the way is impossible with all this on the front here. It's just in the way. So, unfortunately, we're going to have to remove all this front end. It's a bit more time, but it's definitely worth it, because you know 100% then you can lock it and it's not going to move. So it's going to take a bit more time stripping this down. I just can't get that starter motor out of the way, so I need that room. So it's going to take a little bit longer, this job, but it has to get done. So let's continue. Just want to explain that. Let's crack on, guys. Removing this front end. Let's do this. Right, do you know what, guys? That weren't actually that bad. Yeah, it's given me a lot more space now to get to the flywheel. You can just see it down there. There's the flywheel there. And then just above it, I can't even get what I'm saying to point to it. But just above it, there's a hole there. And a pin needs to go into there. And then the plate needs to go onto this flywheel to lock the bottom end. So I've got good access now, because the starter motor is out of the way. But yeah, weren't too bad in the end, so that's good. Also, whilst we've done this, good access to the oil filter, which is there. So we'll whip that off. I'll drain the oil out first, then whip that out. We'll change that over, put that on, and then that part of the service is done. And then we can move on to doing the we've got to turn it, basically got to turn the engine over until that hole there on the pulley goes all the way around, and then there's a hole just here, and we've got to pin it there. Once we get that lined up and we pin it, there should be a hole to pin on that flywheel. So, and then that is the engine timed. So let's continue. I'll do the oil first, get that oil filter out of the way, then we'll turn the engine over, we'll pin it up, time it up, and then we can start supporting the engine from underneath, getting the engine mount out of the way so we can really see that timing belt, yeah, start removing that. I've got all the kit now, all the service parts are turned up. It's all here, so oil's over there, so yeah, got everything now. Look how dirty this air filter is. So it's a good job that we're changing this for him, because that looks like it's seen better days, definitely. But yeah, we'll put the new one anyway, so don't matter. So let's keep going. I'll set you up. Let's do this. Right, okay, good news, guys. Let me show ya what I've done. So basically, these are all my locking pins and locking tools and plates and stuff like that I use to lock up the engines. And as you can see, let me just get you in there if I can. No, you can't see it properly, hold on. That pin there, that pin right there, you see it? That is locking the flywheel. I literally was holding it there whilst I was turning the engine over the correct way, and then that pin just fell, that pin up there just fell in to the hole. So I know that that is locked into the flywheel, and it ain't going nowhere. I'll also use this plate here, and that sits where the starter motor sits, like that. And that sits on there, and it just gives it another locking tool, just to sort of hold it in place whilst we whilst we get this timing belt removed. I've removed the crank bolt and the actual pulley at the bottom, along with the reader ring as well. That's got to be taken away. So now that's locked. I put a pin at the top. You can see this one here. So that's locked in place. You know that it lines up when, if you lock in the flywheel at the bottom and then come up here and that goes just straight in, you know that it's definitely timed up on the top and on the bottom. So all we've got to do now is get a jack underneath the engine to remove the actual engine mount here, get that out of the way, and then we can get to that there, and then we can have a look at the water pump as well, get that replaced, and then just start doing the reverse, really. So yeah, let's continue now. I'll set you up. Let's get into this timing belt off. So let's do this. Right, okay, so guys, that is it. The water pump is been removed. Definitely original. Definitely original. So, yeah, we've got a nice new one going in place. Get that sorted out. So, yeah. Whew. Doing all right now. It's going well. It's going well. So, yeah. Now it's just a case of doing the reverse. Putting the new water pump back in place. Doing that up. Belt back on. Tensioners back in place. And then, yeah, basically just doing the reverse of what we just did. But yeah, it's going well now. We've dropped the oil out the bottom. I've changed the oil filter. That one there. I've done that already. And yeah, we've just got to get on with this water pump, the belt, and then back, put bits and pieces back together. I have got to shoot off in a little while. Need to take this BMW for an MOT. Someone's asked me to sort of just look over it and then see getting it through an MOT for them. Quite a nice car, actually. It's got a private plate on it, but really nice interior, nice red leather, so automatic. So yeah, we'll just have to see how this gets on, but they want me to take it in for an MOT, and we'll see what happens with this one. But yeah, quite a nice car. Anyway, just always things going on over here. Always something going on. So yeah, I'll leave that for the moment. Let's crack on with this. Got about 45 minutes before I need to go. And then, yeah, we'll just see how far we get. So I'll set you up. Let's keep going. Let's do this. Right, okay. Guys, I've had an absolute nightmare this afternoon. It's been a few hours, I've got to be honest, since I've last done any sort of work on this. I took the BMW for an MOT. That's done. And as you can see, I've just picked up, I've got the trailer hooked up. I've just picked up a new project from Copart in Rochford. And it was an absolute nightmare. Rochford Copart is crazy. They just don't load. There's just like one loader, and he's just taking his time. And I don't know what it is down there, but it is crazy to load up for a car, and it takes ages. So I had that going on, and obviously the MOT. So I haven't really done anything else on this because of all those other little bits and pieces. I've started to put the cover on. And the reader ring as well on there, but I've absolutely run out of time. I cannot do any more. I'm not going to show you the new project yet. I just haven't got time today to do any more filming, any more videoing. That's going to be it. We are going to have to do a part 2 on this Focus. I'm off tomorrow as well, but I'll try and put out a video that I've done on a scan tool that I got off of Top Don. I'll probably put that out tomorrow. But for today, guys, that is going to be it. Sometimes it works out like that. Just the days just fly past. You know, you don't get too much done. But I think if we still got enough done on this, the new timing belt is on, new water pump is in place. So we can, continue with this. I might stay a little bit late today if I can. I don't know if I've got time to do a little bit more on this. Maybe we'll see what happens. But that's it. That's the end of... I'm flustered. You can tell I'm flustered. That's it, guys. That's the end of today's video. Thanks for watching. Drop me a comment if you've got anything to say, and I'll see you guys soon on the next one. Take care. Thanks for watching.